Hey guys, how's it going? Bryan here. It is December 31st, New Year's Eve, and I'm in Red River Gorge, hiking out to campsite to do a little overnight camp and ring in the new year the right way out in the woods. I parked at Gray's Arch, and I'm doing not a very romantic hike out the gravel road towards Auxerre Ridge. I chose to come this way because I got here later than what I hoped, and this is the quickest way, albeit a little bit longer distance, but I can definitely move a lot faster on this road. I just realized that pretty sure I forgot to hang my overnight permit on my rearview mirror, so might come back to a citation in the morning, but it's sitting on the passenger seat. Hopefully they'll look in there and see it and let it slide. I think it's supposed to get down into the low 30s tonight, maybe a little colder. Definitely camped in colder, but never in a hammock, and I brought my hammock this time to see how cold we can go. I don't have an underquilt, so I just packed some gear that I use in my tent on really cold nights, and we're gonna see how it goes. I think I should be okay. So we're just gonna keep on hiking out here until we get closer to our destination. Just hiked over the infamous Nada Tunnel on Tunnel Ridge Road, and now we are headed down one of an old forest road. It's really crazy seeing this empty. Come out here during the summer and it's bumper to bumper cars. It's nice to be out here when there are very few people. All right, made it to camp. I'm gonna get this pack off. I'm gonna set my hammock up right over here between two trees. I'll show you here in a minute. But fire pit is kind of a ways away. I think I'm gonna move it closer to the hammock so I have better light, more warmth from it. There's a dead branch up in this tree over here. It doesn't give me that warm fuzzy feeling like I would like to have. Right there. That one's pretty dead. I guess I could do it this way. I don't know. I'm gonna take my pack off, have some water, and think about it. When I was on my way out here, I was talking to my girlfriend, and she's on me to be safe because I'm out here by myself. She brought up the fact that I haven't been backpacking in over a year, and I was like, holy cow, you're right. You know, back in the spring of 2024 is when I had my bike wreck last year. I ran the half marathon in April, so I spent most of the winter training for that. Got sick for a while. Spring was just crazy. We had lots of rain out here, lots of flooding. I don't know, I just never could. I went camping and rode my bike a little bit, did a few other things, but didn't do a whole lot. Definitely not a lot with YouTube. Just wasn't really feeling it, but hopefully this new year brings out new opportunities and new adventures for sure. Anyway, enough yapping. Let me get the hammock set up and I'll show you what I'm gonna do to hopefully stay warm tonight. So my goal here is, with having it so low to the ground, is to keep me down kind of out of the wind more. Don't know how well it's going to work. I'm sure I'm going to have to fine tune it here in a little bit, but I'm going to keep setting it up and we'll see how it goes. So as I said, I don't have an underquilt for this hammock. I've camped in it in pretty cold weather before with just using a normal sleeping pad. But since then, I've picked up this EVA foam pad from Seek Outside. So I'm gonna put that down as my first layer, and then I'll put my sleeping pad in, and then my sleeping bag on top of that. One benefit to this foam pad is it's wider than my sleeping pad. So hopefully it'll mitigate the cold shoulders and stuff that's not on that sleeping pad when I sleep in the hammock. This is an Eno hammock, Eno double nest. They do make an underquilt for them. I'm more tempted to buy a nicer hammock though before I go spending money on that. Don't get me wrong, this is a great hammock, but I feel like for the type of backpacking trips I do and things like that, a nicer hammock would be a lot better. There's a lot out there. Time to start doing some research. Yikes. I don't know if the camera picked it up or if you could hear it, but either a rock or a tree fell over there. Just heard a loud crash. Kinda caught me off guard. I didn't know what it was at first. Could easily be a rock, or either or really. So, like I said, today is the 31st. On Christmas, it was like up in the 70s here, and then now it's back down into the upper 30s, getting down into the low 30s, upper 20s at night. Sheesh. I'm just gonna blow this up. This is my thermarest that I've always had. Squirrels are going crazy. I'm putting this down on top of the EVA foam pad because the EVA foam pad isn't very breathable. This is, so it'll allow some moisture and everything to escape if it needs to, and hopefully hold that foam pad down in place a little better. All right, so here's what we got. This is just the outer layer of the hammock, the EVA foam pad, and my sleeping pad in there, and it's holding that shape really good. I'll put it in there, so it should be a nice warm sleep tonight, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if I was recording any of that. We'll try again. So I got the sleeping bag set up. Hammock, sleeping bag. I have a sleeping bag liner, and I have some down booties, and my inflatable pillow, camp pillow that I use. When I got here, there was already some sticks and some small logs over there that I'm going to use for a fire. The wind does seem to be dying down, and I'm just gathering kindling and getting my wood together. So looks like the sun's starting to go down over there. Pretty nice evening so far. Camp chores continue. The wind picked up, and I don't think I'm gonna have a fire. I think it's too risky. With the rain, it's probably okay, but I'm not gonna be the one that burns down the gorge. Just hanging out. It's a little after 6. Haven't had dinner yet. Gonna probably eat here in a little bit. I just got back from taking this picture here. I'll show it to you now. That's Star Gap Arch. That's the only reason I came to this area. I think the photo turned out pretty good. Definitely a little chilly, still breezy, and definitely feeling the wind. So I think I got the hammock mostly set up, dialed up. I just got to drop the one edge of the tarp that was folded up like an awning. So I'll do that before I go to sleep, and crawl in here. And then I'll call it a night. But for now, I'm just going to hang out and enjoy the peace and quiet and pray that I stay warm. All right, I got dinner going. Looks like the water's boiling, so I'm going to dump it into my meal here tonight. I got American Buffalo barbecue mac and cheese. This is one of the Steve Ranella signature meals from Peak Refuel. So, looking forward to it. All right, American Buffalo barbecue mac and cheese. Doesn't look very cheesy, but we'll see how it goes. Give this a good little mix just for good measure. Over the lips and through the gums. Look out, stomach, here it comes. Wouldn't say that it's very cheesy. It did rehydrate well, which is nice. Sometimes you'll get these with meat when the meat doesn't rehydrate very well and it's crunchy. I did use a little extra water than what it called for, just because usually it needs a little more water. Maybe that has a little bit to do with the flavor, but you know, it's not bad. I would like it a little cheesier. Come on, Steve. You seem like a kind of a cheesy guy. I think you could do a little better. So, I'm gonna eat this, finish my adult beverage, and I'll probably crawl in the sleeping bag and call it a night because it's kind of cold. So, I'll see you then. All right, it's 9:15. I'm all snug in bed in my hammock. I'm just gonna wait it out. Man, it really seems like the wind's picked up. So hopefully stay warm. I think I should. Not too worried about it. God is with us, right? So early night. Happy New Year. See you guys in the morning. Good morning. Happy New Year. Survived the night through all the wind. The setup worked out well. Stayed pretty warm. Had a little bit of freezing rain through the night, but a few drops here and there, nothing bad. It's 8:30. I'm still laying around because I kept waking up every time the wind would start howling. It'd wake me up. Oh, goodness. And I finally figured out, pretty sure I figured out the noise that I keep hearing because I heard it through the night too, and I think it's ice falling off the rocks. I'm gonna lay here a little bit longer, and then I'll get up and hike out of here. Oh, man. Ah. Whew. So this is Star Gap Arch. This is why I came here. It's pretty cool. Pretty big arch. Not the biggest here, but still quite large. Let's see if I can come back and get a better photo of it, or capture it a little better. Literally, it's pretty freaking cool, dude. But yeah, New Year's Day, I'm gonna head back up, grab my pack, hike on out of here. I think I am gonna just hike out on the road for the simple fact that it's quicker, and I'm still really tired. I didn't sleep good last night at all. So, hit the gravel road, do a little road march out of here. But in the meantime, I hope you guys had an excellent 2025. I hope your 2026 is even better. I'm planning to get out more, do more trips like this. Be on the lookout for more videos. I'll be getting after it. See you in the next one.